Start it off slow and then build into it.
Ow. Welcome to Ring Talk.
Welcome to Ring Talk.
Magic Tyler, Caysen Smith. You're a champion this year.
Oh, he's back.
I'm
Champ is back.
The champion is here to make his predictions for Money in the
For
Bank.
Money in the Bank, which is tonight. I'm going to be uploading this today. The show is tonight.
The show is tonight. Let's hope these people watch it before.
We're going to give our official match.
Yeah.
Predictions. But first, let's do little show reviews.
Yeah.
Let's get those out of the way.
We got 2 SmackDowns, a Raw, and an NXT, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. First one was SmackDown from May 30th, 2025.
SmackDown from May 30th?
May 30th. We're in June now.
It's kind of crazy.
So it kicks off with Bianca Belair gets a Rocky Top welcome in Knoxville, where she's from.
Yeah.
Which is then crashed by Naomi. Crashes Bianca's homecoming. This leads to a triple threat Money in the Bank qualifying match. Naomi defeating Jade Cargill and Nia Jax. So Naomi getting a big win, moving on to Money in the Bank.
I think Naomi. Wait, we'll get to our predictions.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to our predictions.
And then we got JC Mateo defeating R-Truth.
Mm.
And what we soon find out is R-Truth's final match in the WWE. Do you want to talk about that for a little bit?
Sure.
Give me your thoughts. R-Truth released by the WWE.
Okay, this is what their reasoning was, right? That they're paying him too much, is what they said.
Yeah, something like it sounded like it was budget type stuff, and that they felt like they were paying him too much money than what they were getting from him, which I think is ridiculous, because you're getting so much from that guy.
Didn't he just main event? No, he didn't main event.
Main event, but he had a high profile match against John Cena.
Against John
Cena, the WWE champion. Now, it wasn't for the title, but still.
Put up a fight.
And he was entertaining. He dressed up as John Cena. That was
He's
funny.
probably the most entertaining person.
He's hilarious. You heard the chants on Raw.
Oh, yeah.
You heard the We Want Truth chants.
I was one of those
I hope we keep it up. I would love nothing more for every show for everybody to be chanting We Want Truth.
Yeah.
It's just, it sucks.
And then they're going to start dropping more people.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
But Apollo Crews is still here.
Apollo Crews is still there.
That's what we need right now. We need him.
Just, it sucks.
It really does.
After this match, though, Jimmy Uso came out and saved R-Truth from getting further beat down.
Yeah.
Then we had the Wyatt Six continuing to terrorize the SmackDown Tag Team division.
Beating everyone up.
Mm-hmm. Los Garza then defeated Rey Fenix and Javon Evans.
Oh, yeah. That was a good match.
Mm-hmm. They were able to get the victory thanks to a distraction from NXT North American Champion Ethan Page.
Yep.
Next we had Zelina Vega defeating Alba Fire. And we got Damian Priest issuing a warning to Jacob Fatu coming for that United States Championship right there. Not that one. That's the old one.
It's still the championship.
Still the championship, though. Andrade defeated Carmelo Hayes and Jacob Fatu in a triple threat Money in the Bank qualifying match.
Yep.
The Miz attempted to help Carmelo Hayes, but Jacob Fatu had different ideas.
Yeah.
Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo came down to ringside, but the whole thing backfired after Jimmy Uso arrived. And then Andrade picked up the victory. And then to close out the show, Cody Rhodes verbally torches John Cena and Logan Paul. So they had a little confrontation between...
Just building it up, man.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we're getting a rematch between John Cena and Cody Rhodes down the line.
I'd say SummerSlam, but it was announced today that we're getting. Well, I guess it could still be SummerSlam. Just depends. But that we're doing the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments.
Yeah.
So winners of that get matches at SummerSlam. But I guess they could go for the world title. So we'll see. We'll see.
Is that the next PLE? King of the Ring.
So they're not doing King and Queen of the Ring PLE. It's going down at Night of Champions.
Okay.
PLE, but they're doing the King and Queen of the Ring tournament.
Okay.
All right, you want to move on to Monday Night Raw?
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Show kicks off with CM Punk and Sami Zayn align their focus on Seth Rollins and his group. This is from Raw, June 2nd. So CM Punk and Sami Zayn had a cool little segment there.
Definitely on the same page.
Yeah. Stephanie Valkyrie defeated Liv Morgan and Ivy Nile in a triple threat to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match.
I like how they're not wasting the NXT talent this time.
No, they're pushing them straight to the top.
Yeah.
They're getting them in there.
Unlike some people.
You know, some people kind of complain, and I was one of them, where you felt like maybe they were bringing some of these NXT women up too soon. Like Julia and Stephanie Valkyrie have only been there a year.
Yeah. But we have these new mid-card titles. We need it.
Women's, Intercontinental, and United States. We need more women in and out of those divisions to help that.
And also, the NXT women's division is stacked.
It's already stacked already.
Yeah.
Already stacked already. Next, Finn Balor and JD McDonough defeated the War Raiders with the help from Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, which is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very interesting.
Liv Morgan wanting Roxanne to kind of stay out of their business. You saw Finn Balor's face in that little backstage, little cheeky grin.
He is enjoying it.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what he's doing. Lyra Valkyria brawled with Becky Lynch. That match going down at Money in the Bank. Jey Uso and Sami Zayn defeated Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed via disqualification. This, thanks to Seth Rollins stomping Jey Uso. After the bout, CM Punk arrived to help Uso and Zayn from the team of Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Seth freaking Rollins. Then we had Kairi Sane defeating Raquel Rodriguez. This was after Liv Morgan attempted to distract Sane, and Io Sky came out to attack Morgan.
Because Liv Morgan and Io Sky had a little backstage thing right before that,
mm-hmm. El Grande Americano defeated CM Punk and AJ Styles in a qualifying match, which I think is crazy. So El Grande Americano is in the Money in the Bank match.
Not AJ Styles.
Not AJ Styles, not CM Punk. I thought it was cool we were getting to see CM Punk and AJ Styles go at it.
Yeah.
I really hope we get to see that rivalry down the line soon. I think it'll be.
I hope they just build up AJ Styles back up.
Dude,
man.
I could see CM Punk and AJ Styles main eventing a WrestleMania.
That's
a hot take. Maybe a little bit of a hot take with all the talent we got right now. But I think if they build that rivalry up, that has the potential to at least main event a PLE.
Yeah.
If not main event not a WrestleMania.
I mean, they could do so much with AJ Styles. They're just not pulling the trigger.
And we are definitely seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
In his career. I mean, he's getting older. He's already said he doesn't plan on wrestling until he's 50. Like, you know, he's going to retire before then. And he's like 47 or something. He's in his late 40s. So
and he's still in great shape.
He's still killing it. Or
yeah.
If he's hurting, he's hiding it very well.
Yeah.
But anyways, El Grande Americano, he used some underhanded tactics.
Yeah.
I think he used that headbutt?
Yeah, the plate inside the headbutt, inside the mask.
But this was also after like Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed came out.
Yeah. Costing CM Punk.
Yeah.
But so, a lot of people are like upset about El Grande winning.
Yeah.
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I like how American Made's really getting a lot to do this weekend. So you got Chad Gable at Worlds Collide going for the AAA championship.
Yeah.
And you got El Grande Americano in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Two great guys.
Two great guys. American made.
Yeah, let's go.
Killing it. And then after the match, obviously, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed annihilated CM Punk, Jey Uso, and Mr. Sami Zayn.
Yep.
Let's move on. Anything else you want to say about Raw, or move on to NXT?
Let's think.
I mean, by the end of this night, our Money in the Bank matches are set.
Did we see anything from Gunther on that Raw?
Well, I think they hyped up his match with Jey Uso.
I thought so, yeah.
Because that's going to be the Raw after
Yeah.
Money in the Bank.
I still think that Jey Uso is going to come out on top on that.
I do too.
It's going to be Jey Uso and Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Moving on to NXT from June 3rd, Dark State defeating Chase U in a 6-man tag team match. Miles Bourne defeated Charlie Dempsey. And this was kind of so that if Miles Bourne won, he won his freedom from the No Quarter Catch crew. And he did.
He won. He's free.
He's free. They're looking like they're poised to make Miles Bourne the top guy.
They need more top guys.
They need some new top guys to really step up.
Yeah.
Tyra May Steele defeated Ariana Grace. Tyra was the LFG Season 1 winner. She was an Olympic gold medalist. Good for her.
Good for
her. JC Jane's NXT Women's title win sparked a brawl. Don't forget that JC Jane picked up the huge upset victory.
Yeah, which was
and is
insane.
now the NXT Women's Champion. And then we had a huge debut from former AEW star Mariah May.
Yeah.
They're saying that NXT just became a bit more glamorous. Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, Laredo Kid, and Sean Legacy defeated North American champion Ethan Page and the Vanity Project in an 8-man tag team match. And then TNA World Champion Trick Williams defeated Mike Santana. I believe this was for the title. Trick Williams during the match got into it with TNA's Elijah at ringside. Former WWE Elias.
Who wants to walk? With Elijah.
With Elijah.
Not Elias.
And this distraction allowed Casey Navarro and AJ Francis, formerly known as Top Dollar.
Top Dollar.
In NXT.
Top Dollar.
But all this, those two attacked Santana, helping Trick Williams get the victory. Alright, let's move on to this past SmackDown. From June 6th. So this is the SmackDown before Money in the Bank.
Started out with Seth Rollins and his little group coming out.
So you had Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, who were then interrupted by United States Champion Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, and JC Mateo.
That was a pretty fun segment, man.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy Uso then came out to knock Solo and Fatu from the ring and super kick Mateo.
Yeah.
This led to a match between Jimmy Uso and JC Mateo. Jimmy Uso coming up on top.
After JC Mateo accidentally bumped into Jacob Fatu and distracted him.
Mm-hmm.
Got the roll-up pin.
Mm-hmm. Next match was Zelina Vega defeating Piper Niven in a Bakersfield brawl.
With the help of Julia.
Because
we had a little backstage segment.
She took out Chelsea Green and Alba Fire before nailing Piper Niven with a kendo stick.
Put her through the table as well.
Mm-hmm. However, after the match,
Julia was just wanting to make sure that she's going against Zelina Vega.
She wants the U.S. title.
She does. Which pretty much shows me that Julia's probably not going to be winning.
That's what I was about to say. I didn't want to say it too soon, but I was like, if they're already hyping her up for that title picture, they're probably not going to have her win the Money in the Bank match.
Hey, it gets us closer to being right of her predictions.
That's right.
So.
Next match, LA Knight, defeated Aleister Black. However, it was by disqualification.
Yeah, because Seth Rollins came in and just stomped him. Aleister Black tried to get into it and...
didn't work.
Yeah, Braun Breaker was like, nope. speared the heck out of him.
They're saying that the post-match attack on LA Knight could have Money in the Bank implications.
What is that supposed to mean?
Is he going to be well enough to be in the match?
He better.
If he's not in the match, someone's got to step up and take his place.
No. No, we need LA Knight.
It's clobbering time.
We need LA Knight.
I know. I hope LA Knight's still in the match, but which really sucks if that's the guy they take out of the match to get somebody else in there, like CM Punk. If that's who they take out,
they could have taken out El Grande Americano. They could have taken out
Andrade.
Yeah,
but no, it could be CM Punk. We'll see. We don't know. We don't know.
If it's CM Punk, man, that makes me think that he's probably going to win it then, but I don't know.
We'll see. Tiffany Stratton was interrupted by Rhea Ripley as the Eradicator prepared for her first Money in the Bank ladder match. I didn't realize this would be her first match.
Yeah.
First Money in the Bank match. Then we had Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Stephanie Vaquer defeating Naomi, Roxanne Perez, and Julia.
Yep. And
then Penta and Andrade defeated American Made.
Heck yeah. That's a good tag team.
Mm-hmm. After the end of the match, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed assaulted Penta and Andrade. So, it seems like they're just attacking everybody in this match.
They're attacking everyone.
They're trying to soften up everybody as much as possible.
Which is smart.
To help Seth Rollins win. And then to end the show, the undisputed WWE Champion John Cena and Logan Paul unleashed a brutal ambush on Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. And the night ended with John Cena holding up his title and Logan Paul holding up the World Heavyweight Championship. And that's the end of the show.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk a little bit. You were talking earlier before we started the episode about the Wyatt Six in the tag team segment.
It was pretty funny.
How they all just kind of looked a little scared.
Yeah. So
I am kind of ready for Wyatt Six to move on to bigger and better things. Like, get them in an official storyline.
I think
with matches.
What they're trying to do is establish that they're powerful.
They're powerful, and people are scared of them.
I think they're gonna get probably Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis to get the tag titles or something like that, or at least get a tag team title opportunity. Mm-hmm. Eric Rowan is just there to scare people.
Yeah. Beat people up.
With that big old hammer.
Big old hammer. Anything else you want to say about Friday Night SmackDown?
No, it was just...
It was really just Seth Rollins and his group beating people up the whole night.
Yeah.
It's a lot of what it was. I mean, they showed up 3 times?
Yeah.
Three different segments. Kind of basically beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
Because they showed up there. They showed up at the beginning of the show.
Showed up to
beat up LA Knight, and then they showed up to beat up Penta and Andrade.
All of them in the match.
Mm-hmm. Soften them up. Yeah. Soften everybody up. All right, we'll move on to predictions.
I guess, yeah.
We'll do our predictions, and then we'll get AI's predictions.
Bet.
All right, what match do you want to start off first? Let's start off with the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch.
To be honest, I don't really know about this one. I just...
3, 2, 1. Becky Lynch.
Okay, that's who I said. I wasn't too sure, man. They've been having so many matches that I think it's about time we have a different outcome. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Let's do the men's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Okay. Dude.
So it's Sol Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and El Grande Americano.
Man.
There's honestly a couple dark horses in this. I could see... Honestly, I'll say I could see El Grande Americano. Dude, I'm serious. He could pull it off.
If he does, that would be the best thing ever.
He could pull it off.
But here's the thing, man. if you're right about LA Knight not being in the match, this completely changes everything.
It changes everything, but we don't know for sure. We just don't know.
If they put that on there, was it on the WWE Red website?
Yeah, it was saying that it could possibly have implications. I don't know, man.
I'm just gonna go with my gut, man.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's have a little fun. Three, two, one.
LA Knight, yeah.
El Grande Americano.
Here's the thing,
I'm going for it, dude. Let's just see what happens.
My pick is either LA Knight or whoever replaces him in the match.
Yeah.
I don't think Seth Rollins is going to win it. No way. I don't think that Andrade is going to win it as much as I would love him for him to win it. I don't think Penta's going to win it.
Mm-hmm. You know what I could see Seth Rollins doing is winning the King of the Ring tournament.
I could see that.
And that's where he gets his world title match at SummerSlam and wins it. Because I think he's going to take the title from Jey Uso.
Isn't he going to be going after Jey Uso after the Gunther match? Didn't he say that?
Probably. I see Seth Rollins maybe winning King of the Ring.
Okay.
That's just an early prediction of that. We'll see.
Yeah. That whole LA Knight thing is really...
throwing you for a loop.
Yeah. I'm just going to take a guess and saying that, like, he's not going to show up at the beginning of the match, but later in
They'll
the
be
match
like, he's not going to be... Unfortunately, LA Knight cannot make it. And then, like, halfway, his music hits.
Yeah.
And he's, like, limping down to the ring.
Yeah.
And goes and wins it. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's do the tag team match.
You want to do the tag team? No,
yeah.
let's do that last.
Women's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do the women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Anyone could win this, dude.
Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Naomi, Stephanie Valkyrie.
Anyone could win this, dude.
3, 2, 1.
I said Naomi.
I said Naomi too.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. Well,
I feel like everyone else has their own directions right now.
Yeah, and I'm also going with the thought that I don't think they're going to have anybody that's already won it before win it. Mm-hmm. So that takes out Alexa Bliss.
I don't think Rhea Ripley's
Roxanne Perez, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. She'd be up there. I mean, Julia, I don't think, especially if they're going to put her with Zelina Vega.
I don't think Stephanie
Valkyrie, maybe not. She just got there. I don't think they're going to hand it to her right away. So the three for me is Naomi, Roxanne Perez, and Rhea Ripley.
I don't think Rhea Ripley needs it.
She doesn't need it. That's another thing. She don't need it. Naomi could definitely use it.
Yeah.
Especially this late in her career. She could use a boost like that.
The fact that she's getting pushed so much right now, Naomi.
Mm-hmm. Trying to make her look like a top heel.
Yeah.
And Money in the Bank would do it.
I think she could pull it off.
Roxanne Perez, I could definitely see winning it.
Yep.
Especially if it'll make it look good, her wanting to be in the Judgment Day, if she's got some real success.
Yeah.
So a big Money in the Bank win would do that. But I'm going to go with Naomi.
I'm going to go with Naomi too, yeah.
All right, moving on to the last match, the tag team, which I'm assuming is going to main event. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it will.
It's going to be Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul. I'm going to go with my gut.
I'm going to go with mine.
Uh-oh.
Mine's almost out too.
All right, just hurry up and write like a little.
All right, let's hope they can see it. I'm going with my gut.
3, 2, 1.
Cody and Jay.
Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah. I think that we have too many heels winning tonight. I think Becky Lynch and Naomi. And then there's a possibility Seth Rollins will win the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. If LA Knight shows up, he will win, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's if he shows up.
That's if he shows up.
You have 3 heels winning. You have El Grande.
I do. I have 3 heels win.
El Grande.
However, I feel like if El Grande wins, I feel like the crowd might get into it.
I would be so shocked if he won.
Mm-hmm.
But I would not be mad.
Yeah.
I would be happy, rather.
Because he deserves... El Grande is working hard.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Oh, yeah.
He's worked hard his whole life.
He's hilarious.
All right. Let's see what AI thinks. Get it recording. All right. So we asked AI what their Money in the Bank predictions were. And for the men's Money in the Bank match, they predicted Seth Rollins winning.
Fair enough.
They got Seth Rollins. What they're saying is there could be a surprise cash-in on the same night. With a shocking twist. He could cash in on Jey Uso during the tag match. Who knows what could happen there?
Well, here's the thing. I feel like they did that already with Drew McIntyre last
year.
I don't think they'll do it again.
Yeah, probably not. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match, they got Naomi winning.
Okay. Shout out.
For the women's Intercontinental Championship, they got Becky Lynch.
Let's go.
Saying it would be a huge milestone for her career.
These are some good predictions.
And then for the tag team, they have Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes winning.
So they only have one off from me.
They're saying that Logan Paul could betray John Cena in the match. And that would set up a John Cena-Logan Paul match.
Maybe.
So there's the AI's predictions.
I mean, they've only had one different answer than both of us, and that was the men's Money
in the Bank match.
Yeah.
So we're going with for the most part, the betting favorites.
Yeah.
I kind of took a risk with El Grande Americano.
You did. You really did.
That's a dark horse.
But if you get that, I'll give you props for that.
I'll take it.
Well, let us know what you guys think.
Mm-hmm. Who you got in the Money in the Bank?
Really, anyone can win it.
Match. Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I mean we talked about all there is.
Worlds Collide. How's that looking?
Worlds Collide coming up in like an hour or so.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be watching a little bit of that, and then we got Money in the Bank tonight.
I'm hyped for that, man. I don't have to work.
I'm excited. I do, but I'll watch it at work.
It's dedication.
That's right. Because I care.
Yeah.
I care.
You know what I care about? Our gaming channel. Make sure you check that out.
I still haven't posted the videos yet, but I'll get it on there.
Whenever he posts them, you check it out. And if he posts it...
Especially check out the episode that Eric's in.
Yeah, the last episode.
Our buddy Eric actually made it pretty entertaining. That also reminds me, we didn't mention Carlito also gone.
Oh, yeah.
Just up and out of there. You'd think they'd at least try and write him out of the Judgment Day storyline.
Yeah,
but he's just gone. He took the PlayStation with him.
Good. That's what they get. You always have to have the video games in the background.
I know.
It kind of makes it funny.
Yeah, because I remember there was one time where they were playing and it was showing... It was like last year's version. It was last year when they were playing.
And it was like Dominic Mysterio beating up.
Well, it was like they tried to get Carlito, but like they didn't have the DLC purchased. So Carlito couldn't play himself. It was like blacked out. He was like, why can't I play? He's like, oh, we don't have the DLC. He's like, what? Why don't we have it? Oh, man.
It's kind of a sad week, man.
It's been a little bit...
That R-Truth,
it hurt. It hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt my soul. When I read that, I was like, are you serious?
I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, I was like, am I missing something?
I saw it on I think it was TikTok. And I was like, this is not real.
This can't be real, man.
This is not real.
This is...
So I went, just because
I'm sorry, but this is an L decision.
Yeah, L decision.
L decision.
Do you think more of an L than Cora Jade and Braun Strowman and all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because R-Truth is a veteran. I mean, you got to think he is and I've read how respected he is in the locker room.
Yeah.
How held up how so high he is.
How old is he? Is he?
He's in his 50s. He's in his early to mid 50s. And maybe that was a factor, was age, but you'd think a guy like R-Truth, and maybe he's not done with his career yet, but you'd like for him to try and end things, especially in WWE, on his own terms.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't know, man.
Crazy.
Sucks.
It does.
But what doesn't suck is Money in the Bank. It's always a fun time, fun event.
I'm ready for that tonight. I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
I'm gonna say I hope they do. I think each Money in the Bank cash in this year will be successful.
I hope so. I really don't like it when they're not successful. That just ruins the entire match.
And I hate last year's whole Drew McIntyre where he announced he was gonna cash in the same night. It's like, it's stupid. The whole point of the Money in the Bank is the surprise element of it all. You're like, oh my gosh, he's cashing in. You know?
You go, I'm cashing in.
I hate that. That defeats the whole purpose of the briefcase. It's the whole point.
That's the whole point. Tell them.
I'm telling them. All right, get us out of here.
Magic Tyler, Caysen Smith, Batman, everyone else. And yeah. We're going to call the ambulance. We'll see you on the next one.